calling the roll.
Yes, Mr. President. Blumenfeld, De Leon, Harris-Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Krikorian, Lee, McOsker, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky. 10 members and a quorum, Mr. President.
Very good. Thank you. First order of business, please.
Approval of the minutes of April 25th, 2023.
Councilmember Hutt moves. Councilmember Soto Martinez seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember McOsker moves. Councilmember Hernandez seconds. Next. Let's run through the agenda, please.
Mr. President, would the council like all items to go forthwith today?
Without objection, that'll be the order. Next.
Items 1 through 27 are items for which public hearings have been held. A communication from the mayor dated April 25th, 2023 has been submitted for item 10 and uploaded to council file number 23-0341 to correct the names and terms of the Workforce Development Board members to July 1, 2022 through June 30th, 2024.
What's up, everybody?
Items 28 through 35 are items for which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Thank you. Those items are now before us, members. Would any members like to call any items special? Councilmember Price.
Guys, we didn't miss anything. Just started.
I move at the mayor's request to
just
amend
started.
item 10's Economic Committee report to adopt the mayor's reissued
get the red line off
communication
there.
dated April
There it is.
25th.
Real quick, guys, before they're just talking their shit before we get started here, of course, doing roll and all that other crap. Just wanted to say I'm sorry for missing the shows yesterday. It was a really bad day yesterday and the day before. Stinks got really sick. He wasn't able to pee and I had to rush him to the hospital. And the day before even that, so for almost 3 days he's been in the hospital. And he finally got out, so he's finally here. He's finally back. I didn't want to bring him home and then just turn the show on and ignore him for 4 or 5 hours. It's not fair to him. So, I took care of him. He's home here now. He's just kind of acclimating himself because, he had a catheter in, he had an IV, he had a surgical procedure that had to be done in order to make him pee again. And now he's on 2 different medications. He's on the same shots I was getting him before, plus pills. They gave him a really nice full wet, urine eccentric diet. So today I ordered the chewy stuff. Hopefully tomorrow, the next day it comes. It's prescription food. I had to literally get a prescription to order this food. So I won't be buying him any of the treats that I know you guys like to get him so much. I got to lay off that for a moment. He's doing good. He's less weight. He's happy for now. But he really took a turn for the worse there. And if I didn't do what I did, and he definitely would have died. So, I just wanted to let you guys know, and it just, even if I was here, I just wouldn't have been in a fun mood to be around. So, hopefully we'll see him. He's in the house somewhere right now. I bought him a new bed. I have to show you guys. I got to do a post. I took a bunch of the money you guys donated. It's stacked up. I bought him a new bed. I bought him 4 new toys. Bought him new poop rocks. Got him extra water bowls. Because that's what they said. And they said actually get a second litter box. I didn't know that they said get more than 1 litter box, which I think is weird. But so now I'm going to go get another litter box today. Because I just don't want to leave him alone too long. 10, 15 minutes max, be in and out. You know what I mean? I understand, but nothing longer than that. He can't be alone too long for now. So here we go, guys. Enjoy. Let's get into the first one, man. Thank you guys for everything.
45252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press pound.
Hi,
then
Veronica.
Press pound again when prompted for participant ID.
Yeah,
Once admitted into the meeting, press *9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press *6 to unmute.
And for members of the public calling in or here in the room, when it's your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak on. You'll have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 3 minutes total. And if you wish, 1 minute for general public comment. Speak to the items before beginning general public comment. will tell you when your time's up. When speaking on the agenda items, you need to be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you're not on topic, or if we can't tell whether you're on topic, you're going to get one brief warning from me or the president. At that point, you need to get immediately clearly on topic. If you don't, or you again stray off topic, unfortunately, you'll forfeit your speaking time and we'll move on to the next speaker. The items that are open for public comment today will be items 28.
Lunchbox, I came home and he was trying to pee outside the box 5 times in a row. He was literally walking every 2 feet and pretending like he was squatting to pee, and he couldn't pee. Nothing coming out. And then I picked him up and I could feel his belly, his bladder was huge, like a balloon in his belly almost. Couldn't see it, but you could feel it when you picked him up. And they told me if he doesn't pee, you bring him fast. So I threw him right into the carrier and jammed down there. And they were like, yeah, we have to admit him. He's got to have his bladder drained. So they had to put a catheter in him first. Then they shaved his arm, put a IV in him because he's not going to want to sit there and drink because you drug him up. So now you need to put liquid into him now that you're getting liquid out of him. Then to do a urinary analysis, a culture, a urine culture, and all kinds of stuff the poor guy had to go through. So, yeah, it was, I'm sure, very painful for him. And he was very, they said he was very good. He was just very nervous, which is, understandable. He's never been anywhere else. Since he was a little baby this big, he was literally nowhere else with nobody else. But they said he was doing good, and he was very happy when I got there. So
Leave. I do just want to take a moment to congratulate all of the commissioners who we just confirmed, the mayor's appointees to the various commissions that we confirmed by our earlier vote. Congratulations, and thank you for your service to our city. With that, I'm ready to go to our first presentation, and so I'd like to invite Councilmember Blumenfield and Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
Hi, Kiss.
You have the floor.
He just had a really bad turn. He couldn't urinate and had to have a surgical procedure to help that happen. And get on a medication regimen and to get on a urinary diet that's better for him, that has more moisture in the food and everything. So he ends up peeing more. And what it is he had crystallization in his pee, and the crystals slowly block your urethra in your penis. So he couldn't pee. So they had to go in and clean everything out of his urethra, and then they put you on this diet that's basically it's really acidic, and it eats the crystals before they form, essentially. And that's kind of what's going on, because it's legitimate fucking prescription food. You have to get a prescription. Can't just go get it at fucking Petco. They have urinary food at Petco, but not this urinary food. This is from veterinarians only. And he was at a veterinary, not a vet, but he was at an animal hospital. So big difference, It's a nightmare. Everything. They were great people. They took good care of him. It's just very scary to be without him, not knowing if he's going to die or not. It's just a sucky situation, changing his whole life, having to do the medications, having to change his diet, having to watch him all the time, the fucking bills. I mean, it's a lot. I just hope he gets healthy. That's all I care.
You have different pieces of it, and each one
3 years, knock on wood. He was a pretty darn healthy cat.
Before I start, do you want to say anything before I get started?
Not now.
Okay. This is the resolution that we are introducing, and it begins, whereas
I'm sure 2023
marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of the modern state of Israel.
No kidney stones.
Whose independence was declared on May 14th.
He has 0 stones. They did all the tests. They did all the X-rays and everything. Okay, trust me, they were stupid thorough. If I showed you the bill, your mouth would drop open if you saw how much it cost to do it all. But the way I see it is what am I gonna do? Let him die? He's my best friend. You guys love him. I love him. Everybody loves him. Am I gonna die? Let him die over some dollars? Come on. Let's just sell some cards and pay for the bill. You know what I mean? And get it going. If that is the only consequence, that and like I said, him being healthy for the long term, but they can't ever give nobody's a fortune teller. They can't tell you, well, your dog or your cat or your parrot's gonna be great after I do what I do. You know what I mean? All you could do is hope for the best, right? And it could have been worse. That's all I say. I'm loving the fact that he's home. That's it.
as many religious sites sacred to Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Druze. And whereas Israel is a diverse immigration nation, including but not limited to Jews from the Middle East, Latin America, Africa, Europe, and North America, as well as Arabs, who represent 1/5 of Israel's population. And whereas Israel's diverse communities have all contributed
No,
to
Newbear,
Israeli
it's not what I
society.
want. I don't want that.
And
I don't want that.
Whereas the state of Israel has become a source of innovative agricultural, industrial, technological, academic, medical, scientific, and cultural achievement and
For
creativity.
pet health care insurance?
And whereas
Do they
Israel has developed an
Is
advanced
it like dentist insurance where you buy all this insurance and then you go in there and they don't cover fillings and they don't cover fucking a root canal, they don't cover fucking anything but maybe cleaning and x-rays? Is it like that? Because if it's like that, they can go fuck off. I'll just pay every 3-4 years and that's that. It's life in the big titty. You know what I mean? I just don't believe in all those kind of insurances. A lot of times are the runarounds, you know?
Israel signed a
See, that's what I'm
groundbreaking
saying. See,
peace
coming
treaty
to
with
America
Egypt,
says they don't cover
the first
anything.
of its kind with an
See?
Arab state, followed by the Israel-Jordan peace treaty on October 26, 1994. And
Dentist insurance is great. You're the first one I've ever heard say
Whereas
that.
the
For
Abraham
real.
Accords signed by the United States, Israel, the UAE, and Bahrain on September 15, 2020, the joint declaration with Morocco on December 22, 2020, and the Abraham Accords declaration by Sudan on January 6, 2021, marked the first instance of new normalized relations between Israel and Arab countries in more than 2 decades and have ushered in a new era of peace in the Middle East and North Africa.
Whereas the Abraham Accords have advanced understanding and interfaith dialogue and have led to growth in tourism, trade, investment, and defense cooperation between member countries, showcasing the untapped potential of building a better future for all in the region to work together towards a two-state solution. And
True Panion.
Whereas, since its inception, the State of Israel has and continues to face challenges to its safety and security.
Thanks, Donnie.
And whereas the City of Los Angeles has maintained a special relationship based on mutually shared values, common strategic and economic interests, and moral bonds of friendship and mutual respect.
You know, I may be on tonight. Like I said, I don't, you know, he just got home. He hasn't been here for a long time, you know. So I want to just, you know, keep an eye on him. I don't want to be sitting in the room forever over here. So I don't know. Well, it depends on how I feel he's looking. And if he's looking and feeling good and playing with me today, then what I'll do is I'll go live tonight to make up for yesterday. So it gets us back on track. And, you know, here it's about an hour or two and we're done in 2 hours. And yeah, he's asleep right now anyways. So yeah, and I have to actually wake him up in 24 minutes and 50 seconds to give him a shot. So, poor baby already took his pill this morning. So now he's got to take his shot. No, it's not cheap. That's what I'm saying. These things are expensive. You know, whether it's dentist insurance, whether it's pet insurance, none of it's cheap. Whether it's regular insurance for you, it's certainly not cheap, right? I mean, shit, but that's why it's $2,500 to take an ambulance ride. So many people take ambulance rides when they don't even need them. I'm like, man, you're crazy, bro. You're going to get that bill. You better hope somebody's paying for that shit because you're going to be if they're not. Shit's crazy.
Israel for its commitment to peace and the historic signing of the Abraham Accords and reaffirms the strong and enduring alliance between the United States.
He is a champ, Manny. He's strong.
Happy 75th anniversary.
He's a strong young boy. And that's, you know, they all loved him there. But he's so cute.
I'm so
What's
grateful
not
to be
like?
here today representing the Jewish Federation of Greater Los Angeles as a board member.
Thanks, Nancy.
To help mark 75 years of independence for the state of Israel. We appreciate President Paul
No, they're not. Crystals aren't going to be seen in your pee. In the X-rays, they'll be seen in your pee, not in the X-ray. The X-ray is more of the body-ish and like the belly, and they'll see if there's kidney stones blocking the urethra. And there was no stones, which was great. And there was no stones the first time because we had that taken the first time when I came home with the first set of shots. They took X-rays the first time. They said, "Well, that's great. There's no blockage." We see he's got crystals, but he's still peeing, so hopefully they'll kind of just dissipate, right? And they just, along with the medicine, and the antibiotics isn't enough, so now they give me the antibiotics and they give me the pills. The pill is actually a pain med, so he can like relax himself. You know what I mean? He doesn't feel like he has to piss. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. I guess it's an urge. He has a lower, what did they call it? Lower feline urinary tract infection syndrome or something. It's something like that. It's quite common, actually. So it's not like it's some crazy 1 in a million thing. And it's good to see that it's not stress related. I thought maybe I'm stressing him out, maybe stressed out about something. I don't know. But it wasn't that. I mean, that does not happen due to stress. So it's really just an acidic thing from him not drinking enough water for the most part. Even though we got him the nice fountain and all that stuff, none of that really kind of, none of that matters. That's why we need to have a whole bunch of water everywhere. And that's what I'm going to do. Which really tripped me out, though, is they like have more than one litter box. I said, but I only have one cat. She said, yeah, it doesn't matter. That way he knows he can go in several places. And same with water. He might go in the other room and doesn't know there's water there, but if there's water there, he might just go over there and drink it. So I think, Zara, it's got that in there. It's, because remember, it's 2 separate medications. So we'll see, man. That's all I can do is hope for the best, I have Arrowhead water. He doesn't get filtered tap water. He doesn't get tap water. He gets straight Arrowhead water. If Arrowhead water, I mean, it's good for me. It's good for you, right? Bottled there. People buy it. No, I've never given him. He's never tasted tap water in his life. He doesn't know what tap water tastes like. He's never had it. He's had, since the day I brought him in here, he's had Arrowhead water like me. And that's that. Yeah, they just do this stupid. It's half of their infomercial honoring whatever the fuck it is. Medical, science, everything. So yeah, whatever it is. It's their pat on the back of how awesome they are. So yeah. As soon as this is over, we'll get back to it. Well, I mean, he's spoiled, but I love him. I mean, I'd rather spoil him than be mean to him. Gina Meredith, thank you so much. I have the low dust. Gina, I use the low dust. Gain scented fresh step. That's what it's called. Low dust, gain scent, fresh step. That's what I use. I mean, the only other step I can go is that colored $50 a bag shit where it actually like it turns colors like green and blue, and that tells you like how their pH balance is off. It's weird. So they have that, but I've never used that. Ponies drink hose water. Yeah. He's pampered, but he's an indoor cat. What else is he supposed to be? I have nobody else to pamper, so we might as well pamper him. And you guys pamper him a lot, so you guys give him good stuff. And I just wanted, like I said, a new bed, new toys. Just made him feel good, Like he got something nice after this whole shitty situation that he had to go through. Hey, I saw the card. Sweet. Sergei Fedorov, rookie. Sweet. It's a cool card. I don't know if I'm the best cat dad ever. Hi, Kristen. I don't think I'm the best cat dad ever, but I just, I care about him, and it's, it's sad when they face the reality of, man, we're in between a rock and a hard place. If you don't do this, he's gonna die in a week from sickness, from a staph infection of some sort or something like that, some sort of infection they were talking about. And I get it. He can't pee. He's gonna get infections in there in his bladder, and not that he doesn't already have one. So. Yeah, man, I just feel bad, and I hope this food works and all that stuff. And so I'm going to take the rest of the money, guys, that you guys gave and buy a bunch of these cases of food. Yeah, there we go.
President and colleagues.
Hopefully they're almost done here.
First, I want to begin by thanking all of my colleagues for sporting their denim today.
Oh, yeah.
Today we are celebrating
And you're in black like you always are. Did you go to another funeral?
And I want to thank my colleagues for joining us this morning as in the South Lawn, we brought together a host of advocates,
Can't tell you, wise guy.
local elected leaders. In fact, my apologies to the public because with a record number of women elected to serve on the Los Angeles City Council, when we're all down there together, that means we've got no quorum. And that's a good problem to have.
Yes, he had to have a catheter.
But I am joined today by the none other most fierce, incredible advocate for
good
women
to hear, Derek.
and survivors
It's good to see you,
everywhere.
too.
Where are you, Patty? There you are. It's like I'm looking around. Patty Giggins with Peace Over Violence, and Lorinda Hawkins-Smith, a survivor, an advocate who
I like the flower in her hair. The girl behind her, the lady behind her, has got the flower in her hair.
Expression, the experience.
Almost looks like a cracked egg.
Her personal experience.
Like from here, it looks like someone threw an egg and it just cracked.
Uplifting the stories of survivors and putting an end to the cycle of violence that has continued.
She's the Black
to
Widow.
Affect women, not just here in Los Angeles, but around the world. The United Nations has reflected that 1 in 3 women are the victims of sexual violence. Denim Day is the opportunity
She's looking like
for us to
Roseanne.
uplift
Roseanne doesn't look
and
like
say
that,
no
no.
to the story
She looks
that
different
was
now.
normalized in a court case in Italy that said that the woman
Any relation to who,
was
Mike?
raped
What are you talking about?
condoned it because her jeans were too tight. And so in solidarity with women and victims and survivors everywhere, we wear our denim as an expression to say no means no. And that together we are going to continue to invest in prevention methods and education, to have the uncomfortable
Assault
conversations
jeans? No more
with
assault
young people
jeans.
and families, so that we can put an end, not just here in Los Angeles, but globally, to women becoming victims of sexual assault,
look happy?
domestic violence, and becoming
She's trying to look
having
stoic.
to endure the trauma
Tough.
that makes them
That's a
the survivors that they are.
Can't show
And so I
an
want
ounce
to
of
thank Peace
shrinkage.
Over Violence, because for decades they have been the leading advocates to help bring this conversation
Cancel
to the fore,
Levi's.
to be a partner in our response for those calls
Flying
that so
food
often, unfortunately,
group
our city has
striker.
to respond to, but to help ensure that the survivors
I know Nicole.
are getting the services.
I was
and the
busy at the
support that
hospital
they
with my
need
cat.
to be able to tell their stories, to endure,
Hi, Emily.
to continue to survive in and evolve into what sadly has to become the next phase of normalization, to be able to go on and continue in their strength and their power. And so, colleagues, I want to thank you all for your show of support and solidarity with survivors everywhere
It's doing okay, Ron.
by the simple act
relaxing.
of wearing denim. But more importantly, the more important acts that we must lead as a body in this council, to invest in the services and the support that will continue to assure that we put an end to this violence for women
Thanks,
that
Jerry.
they experience here in Los Angeles, and to ensure that together we are strong allies.
She is
to
showing
put an
support. I
end
think she has
to
jeans
domestic
on
violence
underneath.
and sexual assault.
We just
And
can't
so with
see
that,
it.
I'd like to invite
just wearing a black
our
top.
incredible collaborator, co-conspirator.
Will I ever get a
if
dog?
you
I
will.
don't.
One of my favorite.
Trust me, I
people
got
that we
enough
have
right
in the
now, a
city of
handful
Los
with my
Angeles,
cat.
and that is none other than the incredible Patty Giggins.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Rodriguez, and all of you for inviting and
No,
and
they
us
don't
here
like ice.
today, and once again declaring Denim Day in LA.
Denim
and
Day?
supporting these decades-long efforts.
Canadian
because we haven't solved the
tuxedo.
problem yet, and we won't until we do. This is our 24th year, and it's become Denim Day's become an international.
I think it's a food
vehicle
service company,
for promoting
Ron.
sexual violence prevention, education.
Obviously, it's
and
pretty big.
supporting
Has probably a couple hundred
survivors
workers.
across the world. First Denim Day was in 1999, the year of that infamous Italian court case. Now there are millions who are joining with an intentionality. Now everybody wears jeans all the time, but we're asking with an intentionality. Know why you're putting on your jeans or your denim jacket today, because you want to support survivors and you want to transform rape culture. And if we can continue to do this, I believe we will eventually have really made a dent in this issue that is so profound. In 2020, the stats show that in California, there were 13,449 reported forcible rape cases. That's reported. Many more do not get reported. And many more women and men and young women and young men call our hotlines and talk about the rapes that happened 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, because thank goodness we have at least opened the door for people to come forward at any point, because trauma does not heal on its own. You need a lot of support to heal from trauma. And the Department of Public Health says that here in LA County, that 1 in 10 men age 18 and older are impacted by intimate violence, which includes domestic violence and sexual violence, and also 1 in 4 women are impacted in our own county. This is why we continue to do what we do with our crisis hotlines, our counseling, our legal work, our housing, the prevention and education.
Patty Giggins.
Peace Over Violence is really proud to extol the domestic violence programs that we work so closely. I think there are about 35 DV shelters and programs in the county now, and that in the city we've got 9 rape crisis centers, of which we are one, and we are a network, and we work with many of the governmental agencies to provide 24/7 service. One of the things I think that I just want to talk about, our theme for this Denim Day, which has been, it came to us that we're coming out of this COVID. It's not over, but we are getting back to business and living our lives. And one of the things we learned during the COVID pandemic was the necessity to take care of ourselves and each other. A public health awareness grew that by masking, vaccinating, washing our hands incessantly, we were protecting ourselves from getting the virus and hopefully preventing its spread. Our Denim Day campaign themes for this year are let's protect each other, be an ally, be an upstander. These messages are appropriate coming out of this last period of threat. So how does one do that? How does it do that with sexual violence? One way is by cultivating and practicing qualities and characteristics that allow us to stand up for ourselves, learning how to use our voices, our bodies, our mind, our spirit to express ourselves and set boundaries to protect ourselves. And then to go beyond the self, to be an ally, and an upstander. An upstander is the opposite of a bystander who does nothing. An upstander takes action by finding a safe way to intervene or interrupt a situation. An upstander acknowledges the harm done to a victim survivor, whether verbal or emotional or physical, and validates and supports. The upstander says, I see what is happening here. I am a witness. An ally also acknowledges and stands with survivors and helps educate others that there is no excuse and never an invitation to harass, abuse, or rape under any circumstances. An ally listens, speaks up, and supports the dismantling of rape culture. An ally says, I see you, and I am here for you. We should all strive to be allies and upstanders in our world. Sexual violence is an intersectional and urgent social justice issue. To truly end it, we cannot separate it out from racial and ethnic justice, economic justice, disability justice, gender justice, domestic violence. We cannot separate it from the need for improvements in our health and criminal justice systems. That's what makes Denim Day a vibrant opportunity to focus on including all survivors and support the growing efforts for equity and justice. The trauma from sexual and domestic violence is among the root causes for so many social harms like substance abuse, suicide, gun violence, homelessness, even mass shootings. The list goes on. When we repair trauma and when we prevent trauma, we are ending suffering and promoting a healthy society. Today we wear denim with a purpose as a visible means of protest against the misconceptions that surround sexual assault. There's no excuse and never an invitation to harass, abuse, assault, and rape. Thank you so much for the support of the City Council over the many years that I've been coming here. I know we didn't come during COVID, but it's great to be back.
Of course you did.
We really welcome the support as we move forward in our mission to end sexual violence and all violences. It's my great pleasure to introduce. Monica, you want to introduce her? You want me to do it? This woman is incredible. She's a violence prevention specialist at Peace Over Violence. She's an actor. She's a producer, spoken word artist, and she's taken her lived experience and turned it into communications and lessons and very moving opportunities for people to get in touch with their survivorhood.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am just in such gratitude for Peace Over Violence. I stand here as a witness to the power of the programs at Peace Over Violence.
Brandon, they'll be here in a second when these guys are done, finished talking. They haven't let the people speak yet.
Program.
Every meeting starts the same way. Okay, every fucking time it starts the same way and it ends the same way. They bring in the people they want to honor. Okay, give them a little plaque, whatever, a signed basketball from these same idiots. Like anybody would want any of that shit. They recognize them, so to speak. And then they, let them talk for 5-10 minutes, whatever they let them talk for, and then that's it. They take them out of the room, then they shuffle them around the city hall, and check out our coffee area and this area and the grift area and all that area. So while they're doing that, that's when they bring in the people. And the longer they do this, the less of these people they have to listen to. Okay, there's Mr. Sachs right there. You seen him? Right there in the blue. You see his arm right there? Look at his arm right there. He's right behind the chick that we're always making fun of, Monica, there. Okay? He's sitting right there waiting. Front row. Mr. Sachs. There he is right there. Look at him. Gangster as hell. He's got his shades on. You can't see it, but he's got shades on in there. He's got a yarmulke. He's fucking ready, dog. Telling you. So that's how it works. And they don't want to listen to a whole lot of you people because you guys speak the truth and you have actual things to say that matter. They don't want to hear that. They just want to do as they please because they got what they wanted from you. That's it. All they need is one thing from you, and that's that vote. As soon as they got it, fuck you and every single one of you. That's how it is. Look at Mr. Sachs right there. Stoic. Look at him. Just letting you know. And that's how it fucking works. And now she's going to babble again for another few minutes. Hopefully that's it. We're done the babbling, and then we can start the whole meeting. We haven't missed any in-chambers talk by the citizens, which is all the meat. Okay? This is all the fat. Think of a steak. This is the fat that you cut out around there before you even get to eating. This is the fat. That's the fat. Okay? You're cutting the fat out. Okay, you're going to get to the meat of the people on the phones and in that chambers. And we haven't heard from either of them yet. So we're still cutting the fat off that steak. Does that make sense?
Get through that trauma and regain your life. And so on behalf, ladies of the Los Angeles City Council, I want to congratulate and thank you for 24 years of sustaining the activism that women and men need.
So it only took him a fucking quarter century to recognize her. Only 24 years, almost a quarter century, Bill. Well, we finally gave you a fucking piece of paper that means nothing to nobody when you walk in the house.
Thank you very much for those inspiring words.
Thank you for a quarter century of work. Here's your piece of paper.
And we stand in strong support.
No signed basketball.
And uplift them. So thank you, Councilmember Rodriguez. We will go next to public comment, and we'll take public comment from those who are here first in the council chambers, starting with...
Look at him! What's that all about? Like, don't touch my shit!
Sorry. Starting with Franklin the Ruler,
Did you see it? Did you
Camille
catch it?
Lewis,
Did you
and
catch
Adam
it?
Sappenfield, please.
And that's out in the open. Imagine if they were in closed doors. Like, what are you fucking
So if I
doing?
called
Don't
your
touch
name,
my
come
shit.
on forward.
That's what she would have got right there.
On the left-hand side of
Don't
the
touch
chambers.
my shit.
Camille Lewis, I called your name. Come on up if you want to speak.
You would have got one of
Franklin the
those.
Ruler and Adam Sappenfield. Okay, I'll move on to the next speakers then.
Touch my shit.
Gary Duplessis.
All right, hold on, guys. I got to fix the
Salud
screen.
Garcia. Norma Reyes, please.
So if your name was called, please come on up. I don't think the exact order matters. Whoever gets to the podium first. And
Race to the podium. Let's see. I'm sure you guys would rather. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. What's going on? Jesus. There we go. What is going on? Bro, what is going on? Man. Hold on a sec, guys. Jesus, fuck. Hold on, guys. My fucking trackpad's going
crazy. So if you would be kind enough to remind us of the name you signed up under and what you want to speak on.
Okay, good morning. My name is Gary Duplessis. I'm here with Flying Food.
Oh, guys. Hold on, guys. Fuck. Look at this screen while I do that. Oh, come on, man. What is going on with this trackpad right now? Of course it has to happen now. I can feel it like pulsating. It's really odd. Hold on, guys. Oh my God, dude. What is going on?
Disrespecting us as human beings.
Let me see a second.
We was going to be doing a protest against the
Man, what the fuck
unfair
are you
labor
doing?
practices, and the company decided to lock doors from the outside, preventing employees from exiting, going out to perform this protest. I mean, it was demoralizing and unhumanizing to think that a company would go as far as locking employees in to keep them from protesting.
Thanks. Sorry, your time's expired, so we...
Thank you very much, sir. Salud Garcia, Norma Reyes, and Paul Andrade, please.
I reset it. Let's see if this works.
Hello. Oh, Sergeant, could you pull the mic down
Good
a
morning.
little bit?
Hola,
Thank
señora.
you.
Una pausa después de cada frase para traducirle bien, por favor.
Buenos días, miembros del Concilio de Los Ángeles. Mi nombre es Salud García.
Sorry, guys.
He trabajado en Flying Food en el Watch por 31 años.
Good morning,
Mis
council
compañeros-
members. My name is
I had to
Salud
reset
Garcia.
it. Turn
I
it
have
off,
worked-
turn it
¿Cuántos
on.
años dijo?
31 años
31
en
years
el
for Flying
Watch.
Foods in
Mis
dishwashing.
Mis compañeros de trabajo y yo en Flying Food Grupo estamos en el día 17 de nuestra huelga por prácticas laborales injustas.
My coworkers and I are on the 17th day of our strike against Flying Foods for unfair labor practices.
17 days.
Estamos luchando por
Jesus.
dignidad y respeto. Necesitamos que nos apoyen y exigimos que el aeropuerto empiece el proceso de quitarle la licencia a Flying Food.
Yes.
No
We
merece
want
operar
dignity and respect, and we want you to remove the Flying Foods license for their business operation at LAX.
Good luck.
de quitarle la licencia a Flying Food. No merece operar en nuestro aeropuerto. Gracias.
You should remove Flying Foods business license. They don't deserve to operate in our airports.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go
Thank
give
you.
him
Thank you.
a
Gracias,
shot.
señora.
I'll be right back.
Good morning, members of Los Angeles City Council. My name is Norma Reyes. I have worked at Flying Food Group as ensembler equipment. Today is for 13 years. Today is the 17th day of our unfair labor practice strike. After years of repetitive work, I suffer for arthritis. After giving so much to the company, I deserve a just retirement and health insurance. I'm here to ask you to stand with us. Flying Food Group should not be allowed to operate at LAX. The city councils must enforce the law and demand the airport begins to process to revoke Flying Food Group's license. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. In addition to the names I already called, I'd like to call Paul Andrade, Olga Tirado, Esperanza Montes, and Roberto Munoz, please.
Hello. If you
buenos
would-
días. Mi nombre es José Luis Absalón.
Yes, good morning.
Tengo trabajando en Flying Food por 16 años.
My name is José
en
Luis
la área
Absalón. I've worked in 16 years, for 16 years with Flying Foods.
Departamento de Transportación, soy chofer.
In their transportation department.
Básicamente venimos aquí.
I'm a driver.
Buenos días a todos los miembros del concilio. Y tenemos 17 días en huelga laboral injusta.
So good morning, gentlemen of City Council. We've been in strike for 17 days for unfair practices.
Y estoy aquí para pedir, estamos luchando para un salario digno, un respeto digno en el trabajo,
So I am here requesting
mejores en el trabajo,
dignified salary,
y mejor
respect, better conditions, and better treatment at work.
Estamos luchando por dignidad y respeto. Necesitamos que nos apoyen y exigimos al aeropuerto empiece a procesar las licencias que no están permitidas para manejar esos camiones.
We need dignity and respect. We request that their license to drive these trucks are revoked from Flying Foods.
Y estamos en esta lucha esperando buenas noticias y gracias por su ayuda y gracias por su atención.
So we're in the battle and we're expecting good news and your support. Thanks for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gracias, señor.
Next speaker, please.
Buenos días, miembros del concilio. Mi nombre es Esperanza Montes. Trabajo para Fly and Food. Como emigrante sufrí mucho para llegar a esta gran nación.
Un segundo, señora, una pausa, por favor. Good morning, my name is Esperanza Monte, and I've worked with Flying Foods. Continúe.
Sufrí mucho para llegar a esta gran nación.
So, as an immigrant, I suffered so much to arriving in this great nation.
Hoy mi lucha, junto con todos mis compañeros de Fly and Food, y nuestra unión por una dignidad y respeto.
And today I am fighting together with our union for dignity and respect from Flying Foods.
All right, I'm back.
Lo único que nos falta es el apoyo de ustedes, miembros del concilio.
All we need is your support, members of City Council.
Llevamos en nuestro hombro la bandera americana, la cual no queremos ver caer sin el apoyo de ustedes.
We carry on our shoulders the American flag and don't want to see it fall to the ground. We need your support.
Necesitamos el apoyo para poder lograr nuestra lucha.
We need your support so we can win our battle.
All right.
Gracias, miembro del concilio, por escuchar mis humildes palabras.
Thank you, City Council, for listening to my humble words. Gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Thank
What's up,
you.
Blue Light? What's up, Chris?
Good morning.
Buenos días, alcaldesa Vaz y miembros del Concilio de Los Ángeles. Mi nombre es Juventino Godoy. He trabajado en Flying Food Group como chofer por 23 años.
Un segundo, señor Godoy. Yes, good morning, City Council and Mayor Bess. My name is Juventino Godoy. I have worked with Flying Foods. Dijo, ¿cuántos años, señor?
23 años.
For 23 years.
Mis compañeros de trabajo y yo en Flying Food Group estamos en el día 17 de nuestra huelga por prácticas laborales injustas.
So my co-workers and I are in our 17th day of strike due to unfair labor practices at Flying Foods.
Estamos luchando por dignidad y respeto. Necesitamos que nos apoyen y exigimos que el aeropuerto empiece el proceso de quitarle la licencia a Flying Food Group.
We need your support at City Council, and we demand that the airport begin the process of revoking the license from Flying Food Groups.
Flying Food Group no merece operar en nuestro aeropuerto.
Because Flying Food Groups does not deserve to operate in our airports.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello. Buenos días, miembros del Concilio de Los Ángeles.
Hi, good morning, members of City Council in Los Angeles.
Mi nombre es Olga Tirado y he trabajado en Flying Food por 14 años.
Hi, my name is Olga Tirado. I have worked with Flying Foods for 14 years.
Hoy es el día 17 de nuestra huelga por prácticas laborales injustas.
Yes, and today we're on day 17th of our strike due to unfair labor practices.
Estoy luchando por una pensión justa y poder tener un retiro digno.
I'm fighting for a just pension so I can have a dignified retirement.
Estamos luchando por dignidad y respeto.
We're fighting for dignity and respect.
Necesitamos que nos apoyen
and we do need your support.
Exigimos que el aeropuerto empiece un proceso de quitarle la licencia a Flying Food.
We also demand that the airport begins the process of revoking Flying Food's license,
Flying Food no merece operar en nuestro aeropuerto.
because Flying Foods does not deserve to operate in our airports.
Gracias.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I don't know about the demands.
Good morning.
Do Walmart workers demand Walmart be closed?
Buenos días,
They just want more money, I
mi
guess.
alcaldesa Vaz y miembros del Concilio de Los Ángeles.
Good morning, Mayor Bass and members of City Council.
Mi nombre es José Antonio Velázquez
Yes, my name is Jose Antonio Velasquez.
y he trabajado en Fly Fruit Group por 3 meses.
I've been working at Flying Food Groups for 3 months.
Mis compañeros de trabajo y yo en Fly Food Group estamos en el día 17 de nuestra huelga por prácticas laborales injustas.
And my coworkers and I are on our 17th day of strike due to unfair labor practices.
Estamos luchando por dignidad y respeto. Necesitamos que nos apoyen y exigimos que el aeropuerto empiece el proceso de quitarle la licencia a Fly Food Group.
Yes, and we're fighting for dignity and respect. We demand that they
90
remove
days
or
in.
revoke the Flying Foods
You imagine if he was
business
there
license
for
at the
3
airport,
years or 30
No
years.
merece operar en nuestro aeropuerto.
because they do not deserve to operate in our airports.
Y aparte de eso, no hemos tenido,
Bro
no hemos
just got
tenido
hired.
dinero de regreso para nosotros.
You're
por esta
already
práctica de los
complaining.
17 días de laborales, pero ahí estamos.
Aside from that, we haven't been receiving any money or pay during these 17 days of strike, but here we are.
Pero esperamos que nos apoyen ustedes a nosotros,
What we hope is that you guys support us,
ya que tenemos familias y dependen de nosotros.
since we all have families that depend on us.
Muchas gracias, miembros del concilio.
Thank you very much, City Council.
Hey, Karen's come in all
Thank you.
shapes and sizes. You know?
Next speaker, please.
All shapes and sizes.
Good
Karen's
morning.
coming.
Buenos días,
Hi.
miembros del Concilio de Los Ángeles.
Good morning, Los Angeles City Council.
Mi nombre es Glenda Miranda.
My name is Glenda Miranda.
Trabajo para la compañía Fly Food Group hace 5 años.
I've also been working for Flying Food
Estoy en
Groups.
el departamento de empaque.
For 5 years, I've been in the packing department.
El día de hoy, mis compañeros, estamos aquí porque queremos darle a conocer a ustedes que esta compañía ha venido violando por mucho tiempo las leyes que favorecen a nosotros los trabajadores.
So my coworkers and I are here to explain to you that for many years, Flying Foods has been violating laws against workers.
Muchos de aquí somos cabezas de familia que trabajamos arduamente para mantener y darles una vida digna a nuestra familia
Many of us here are heads of household. We work to try
y
to
a
give our
nuestros
family
familiares
and
que
our
tenemos en
relatives
nuestros países.
in our own countries dignified help.
Queremos pedirles el apoyo a ustedes como concejales de esta ciudad,
So we ask for your support as
que
City
hagan que
Council
esta compañía cumpla las leyes y nos respeten.
that you make this company comply or follow the laws and respect us.
Ya llevamos 17 días y seguiremos adelante luchando por ley y derecho hasta el día de
Devil, they all have to have at least work visas because otherwise Flying Food would get in trouble. You know? They may not be resident, like citizens. You know, some of them are, most of them are probably citizens. You might have a few here that are on a work visa. It happens from all countries.
Buenos días.
Hi, good morning.
Mi nombre es Asenet Cabrera.
I mean, when
My
you're
name is Asenet Cabrera.
realistically, just to let you know, when your favorite band comes to town, they're on a work visa. They go when the Tones go to the UK or whatever. That's how that works. These bands, they're on a work visa. They're working in your country, so your country wants a bit of that pay. Damn, believe they don't. If they don't, bet your ass they motherfucking do. That's why a lot of bands won't even bring their merch into like Canada. They'll just say, fuck it. We'll drive it to New York or wherever, Michigan, wherever the next date is. We'll meet you there and fuck selling the merch there for the night. And that's a lot of it. Seriously, it's an easier way.
Support.
Y pedimos también que puedan ustedes ayudarnos a que la compañía esa ya no pueda operar si no nos ayudan a nosotros a el respeto que nos merecemos, el salario que nos merecemos, porque usted sabe que la inflación está muy alta.
So we would like for your help in supporting revoke their license so that they cannot operate if they don't give us the dignity and support we need, because you see how inflation has made prices rise so high nowadays.
So what's
Gracias
the benefit?
Y que Dios les bendiga y esperamos su ayuda, por favor.
Thank you, God bless you, and we do expect your help, please.
I mean, obviously they're paying them low wages.
Thank you very much.
So what?
Next
so
speaker,
as they
please.
say, right? So
Good morning.
If you're already paying them low wages, why hire
buenos
somebody
días.
just a little lower and
Good
get in
morning.
trouble? It doesn't make
Miembro del
sense.
concilio,
City Council.
mi nombre es Isabel Escobar.
Yes, my name is Isabel Escobar,
Yo trabajo en Frying Food Group en comida caliente
and I've been working with Flying Food Groups with their hot foods
por 16 años.
department for 16 years.
Dang.
Mis compañeros y yo de Flying Food estamos en el día 17 de huelga.
My coworkers and I on our 17th day of strike against Flying
Por
Foods
prácticas ilegales injustas,
due to illegal, unfair practices, labor practices.
estamos luchando por dignidad y respeto.
And we're fighting for our dignity and respect.
Necesitamos que nos apoyen, por favor.
We need your support, please.
Y exigimos que el aeropuerto empiece el proceso de quitarle la licencia de Flying Food.
And we demand
No
that the
merece
airport
operar en nuestro aeropuerto.
start the process of revoking Flying Foods' business license because they don't deserve to operate in our airports.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
I say to you guys,
Next
you know,
speaker, please.
it really should be something like tiered. You know, you're there 3 months, you ain't getting nothing. But a lady who's been there 17 years, every 5 years deserves more benefits, I would assume. That's what I would do to make them work better. The happy worker works better.
洛杉矶市议员的议员，
And doesn't
我叫
strike.
庞世民，我在弗兰宁夫公司工作了5年。
Uh-oh, they need another interpreter because that's not Spanish. It's like Korean.
So,
or
no,
something?
we have a translator here. Could translator? So continue. If you,
Why don't you translate,
That's
Mole?
not Spanish. It's not Spanish.
Whether you're speaking Spanish, we don't have a translator then. I don't think. Oh, we do. Okay.
Didn't sound like Spanish to me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, absolutely.
Sounded like Korean almost.
一起啊。
Swear it sounds Korean.
And
Could be
sir,
wrong.
and sir, before you begin, I apologize. We always have Spanish translation here, but we have other language translation available upon request for anybody who would like it if they just let us know in advance. So I apologize for that.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Good morning, Mayor Bass and members of Los Angeles City Council. My name is Shimin Tang, and I have worked for Flying
Maybe
Food Group
Mandarin.
for 几年?
5年。
5 years.
I think it's Mandarin.
Please continue.
今天是和我的同事针对公司的不公平劳动行为进行罢工的第17
That's
天。
Mandarin.
This is the 70th day of our strike to the our unfair labor practice strike to the Flying Food Group.
我们正在为尊重和尊严和尊重而战。我们需要您支持我们，
He sounds
需要
Korean.
您要求机场开始进行撤销 FFG 许可证的程序。公司不应该继续在机场运营。
We are fighting for dignity and respect, and we need the government support. And also, we ask the government to begin the process of the airport to revoke
Yesy.
Flying Food Group's license.
New York.
Flying Food does not deserve
even gotta
to
ask him. It's here,
operate
New York.
at our airport.
They
谢谢。
found it already.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ah, you're
Thank
too
you.
funny, Yesy. Uh-oh.
Thank you. Next speaker, please. Good morning.
Hopefully that's on this one only.
早上好，
Good morning.
我叫林庆峰，
My name is Qingfeng Lin.
在这个公司5年了。
I've working in Flying Food Group for 5 years.
我希望政府能够
They should be paying her for translation
交涉以后
Yesy, thank you for the gifted
促成
subs.
公
Thanks,
司和
Yesy.
工会之间的谈判早日结束。
Okay, I hope the government can help us to negotiate with the company and also to make the strike to be settled as soon as possible and to help us to get a good deal and to earn what we deserve and earn a better labor conditions. Thank you.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who just got a free sub from Yesy. To the family, courtesy of Yesy.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, council members. I'm Robin Rodriguez. I'm the staff director with Unite Here Local 11. You've just heard from an amazing,
I have to
diverse,
check it. I don't
courageous
go
group
on
of
much,
strikers
bipolar.
At Flying Food Group, where hundreds of our members are on strike on their 7th day of strike. I'm going to summarize for you some of the legal issues we have over there. We are asking the city to stop Flying Food's lawless behavior at the airport. Flying Foods and its subcontractors have been found in violation of the living wage ordinance on 3 separate occasions within the past year. There are 9 pending unfair labor practice charges, a Cal OSHA investigation open, 2 sexual harassment cases pending, and a CHP investigation into whether the company is using the correctly licensed drivers while Class B drivers are out on strike. Those drivers drive the huge trucks.
The
that go
scab
to the
drivers.
tarmac. Flying Food workers are fighting for a contract to escape poverty because when you make $18.04 in the city of Los Angeles, you are living on the edge, and we have workers, unfortunately, at this facility who are homeless. As a condition of its license at the airport, Flying Food certified it would follow state, local, and federal laws, but instead the company has shown contempt. We ask that you immediately revoke their license. I'll also mention that while we're here...
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is that Andy Dick?
Okay, I'm going to call some more names. Thank you very much.
Yeah, where's
Thank you
Mr.
all for
Sachs?
being
Let's
with
get
us.
to the real. Let's get to the real shit. Like they gotten 10 speakers already, almost. Not 10, but probably at least 5. They got at least 5.
I'm going to ask for you to please not disrupt the meeting while
Please
we
get
continue with our
loud.
meeting and public comment, please.
Hear the bass
So I'm going to
getting
call
going
a few
up?
more names. If you can come on up and be prepared to
He's
speak.
getting sweaty.
Paul
The bass is
Andrade,
going up. Look at
Roberto
him.
Munoz.
Sweaty forehead.
Hector Perez, Stephen Davis, and Adam Sappenfield, please.
Sweaty forehead.
Good
The
morning.
bass going
For the
up.
record, you'd remind us of your name and what you signed up for.
My name is Franklin. I'm the CEO of Vegan Apparel, and I signed up for a general public comment.
Great. Please go ahead.
To the honorable city council members of Los Angeles,
Honorable?
it is with great concern that I bring forth this proposal for the removal of Paul Krikorian from his position of a city council member for his use of derogatory terms towards a religious minority, which is unacceptable for an elected official representing a diverse city like ours. Mr. Krikorian's use of the terms, which I won't say,
That's sweaty forehead, by
while
the way.
representing the Budget and Finance Committee, is deeply offensive to the Jewish community and all those who value tolerance and harmony in our society. The use of such language not only demonstrates his lack of judgment, but also a disregard for the feelings and sensitivities of those who have been historically marginalized and discriminated against. In 2018, while in the Budget and Finance Committee, Mr. Krikorian attended a Jewish heritage event and stated,
Sorry, your time's expired.
Sorry, your time's
Thank you very
expired
much.
right when you get to hear
Paul
exactly what he
Andrade,
said.
Roberto Munoz.
That's
Hector
what. This is the
Perez,
guy he wants
Stephen
removed.
Davis,
the president.
Adam Sappenfield, Melba
Funny how that
Cermeno,
was.
and Derek Jones.
Funny how
please.
the second he was going to say what he said at that party, it was
Allison Kirsty, Arnold
it.
Sachs, Norma Pimentel, and Camille Lewis, please.
Sick. There's plenty of black Jewish
so if
folks.
your name was called and you want
Haven't
to
you
speak,
ever heard of the Israelites?
please come over to
Black
your
Israelites
left side
as well.
of the chamber so the sergeants can let you in.
There's
Hi.
plenty.
So if you please remind us of the name you signed up under and what you signed up for.
Hi, my name is Allison Kirsty, and I'm here for general public comment.
Okay, please.
But you do remember, only 2% of the world is Jewish. Only 2.
And I am a policy analyst and advocate with Better Neighbors LA. I'm here today to talk about our
You don't
April
see a lot.
enforcement report, which was sent to all of you yesterday via email.
Mr.
The
Sachs
home
is
sharing
right
ordinance
there.
passed in 2018 seeks to protect housing from wholesale conversion into tourist accommodation. But 5 years later, we continue to find that of the thousands of illegal short-term rental operators throughout the city, very few face consequences for violation to the HSO. This month's report details the lack of meaningful enforcement through a closer examination of the Corning Street property, a rent-stabilized apartment complex in CD 10. 5 of these 6 units in this complex are being used as short-term rentals, and Better Neighbors has in the past year sent multiple reports detailing the nature of the violations to the city with no luck at enforcement. The most enforcement that the operators have seen for taking 5 rent-stabilized units off the housing market is a single warning. We're asking you to hold accountable city agencies responsible for enforcing the HSO, and our report this month makes several recommendations for enforcement, including that the city streamlines the enforcement process and issues maximum fines to illegal operators. Thank you.
What happened to the sound? They turned their sound off? Oh, Mr. Sachs better not be leaving.
So if your name was called and you want to speak, please come on over to the sergeant.
Hopefully he's just grabbing his bag to go over to speak.
And I think the only names that are signed up that I haven't already called are Stacy Cigar Bollinger and Dr. D and Norma
and
Pimentel. Come on up.
That's it.
Or we're going to close public comment if you're not ready to speak. So let's come on
up.
Oh,
Mr. Sachs coming up. Let's get it.
Hi, Mr. Sachs. Which items had you signed up for today?
I signed up for public comment.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33, and number 35.
Great.
Here we go.
So let's start with 3033.
Uh-oh, what happened? What's going on? No! Come on, you're fucking shitting me now! Oh my god, it's not even me, it's them. Hold on, what is going on? Oh, come on, fuck. What is going on?
Signed up for public comment.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33,
Still caught in the Matrix.
Number 35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
Dude, they're fucked. Look, both sides. It's them. Of course, right when Mr. Sachs is on, we had to hear all the garbage. All the garbage individuals. Oh, man. I'll tell you, man, my life has just been bullshit lately, for real. Fucking for real, dude. I'm going to reset it again. Let's hope it works here. Let's hope
Signed up for public comment.
Okay.
Nope.
Number 30, number 33, and number 35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
Well, the good thing is that when it's caught like that, at least we can still catch it. It's not like, you know what I mean? We're just taking a break here. Hopefully it comes back. Hopefully their stream is... Never seen their stream go down, and I know it's not me. We wouldn't even see this, and I could look. I have plenty of upload speed right now. Fuck, dude. God damn it. All right, let's... I'm going to keep refreshing on one side while you guys kind of watch that Fuck the loop. Fucking sucks, dude. Damn it. Man. See if the Spanish side's up. No, even the Spanish one is looping. Fuck. Let's try it again.
Signed up for public comment.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33, and number 35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
Yeah, Pilgar, it sucks, right? Right when we had to endure all that crap.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33,
stuck in the Matrix,
number
man.
35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
God dang it.
Signed up for public comment.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33, and number 35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
Bastards. You bastard. I don't know what to do, guys. I do not know what to do right now. Take a look at the airport. Let's see the beautiful runway. While I sit here and just refresh. At least to give you, instead of looking at a loop that's just fucking buffering. At least that's not buffering. Fucking sucks. Come on, man. Homeboy broke the fucking stream, dude. As soon as he said that shit about the president being racist, they're like, oh, yeah, we can't go on any further, man. That's it. We're done for the day. And, of course, I'm guessing yesterday you guys watched. It was funny, some of you said. And, of course, this didn't happen. Yeah, it still has viewers. I know the live patrol's on. I just want to keep an eye on this one because I really do want to catch this. It just sucks. I'm wondering if they're even paying attention to their feed. Do they even know that it's buffering? You know what I mean? Like, is there someone even watching their feed saying, we need to do it? He was boring yesterday, Mr. Sachs? Oh, man, he needs to step it up. Same with, what's his name? Fucking Mr. Harlan. Mr. Harlan's been taking his pills lately, too. I think you know what it is they've been offering him water. They put some shit in the water, probably calms him out, calms him down, drugs him. You know what I mean? They're like stinks, where their eyes are all fucking dilated, and they're there and they're awake and they're walking around, but they're not like there. He was great yesterday. Oh man, see, I missed it.
Signed up for public comment.
Come on.
Okay.
Number 30, number 33, and number 35.
Great. So let's start with 3033.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do. And I know what'll happen too. I'll cut the stream off and then it'll go live on my phone. Like, you know what I mean? It'll reconnect on their end. I just have that feeling. Let's give them a quick thumbs down for their stream. There we go. Gave them a quick thumbs down. That's what you get. Do they even have the comments on? There's just no way. There's just no way they have the comments on. They wouldn't be that bold to keep them comments on. Comments turned off on all of them. I sound like you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, think about it. It would be a slaughterhouse in there. There'd be blood everywhere. It'd be absolute wall-to-wall gore. Yeah, man. Fuck. One time I could really use some Mr. Sachs, some laughing. Like, come on, man. Stop fucking about, mates. I'm just refreshing over and over. Just hoping that it catches, but I don't think so. I think they're done, so. I think it's locked and loaded. Their viewer counts are going down now. There's only 27 folks watching now. Yeah, fuck. Shit on a stick, man. I don't know what to do. Facebook's live? Then I'd have to rewind it anyways. We've already missed 10 minutes of it. Didn't even know they had a Facebook stream. Let me go see. Didn't even know it. Maybe it's because you never go on there. Maybe that's why, man. Let's see. I see LA City Council Chambers. Oh, let's go to videos. That's good. Law. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think that's it.
Please begin.
It's not on. Okay.
Hold on a second. Oh,
please begin.
It's not on. Okay, so Paul, you're a joke.
Hold on. It is on there. So hold on. Let's. Can you rewind on Facebook? I don't even know if you can do this. Can you? Let's see.
Please begin.
It's not on.
Yeah, it won't let me
Okay,
rewind.
so Paul, you're a joke.
won't
And
let you
needs to be
rewind.
out of here. But you know what? You're such racist. You're such a racist. Do you live in the city
Come on, man. Fucking how do you?
of what I did? And I will, every time De
Miami?
Leon
What
comes
channel?
into this room, if I'm here, I'm going to yell at him. He should not be here. You notice to you
Fuck, so loud.
when they need a translator?
What channel?
You need to be
Okay, just tell me
prepared
what
for the
channel.
people of this
Stop
city.
telling me that there's a chase.
You're
Tell me
not.
what fucking channel
And
you're
you
looking
should
at.
be out.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you. Simple. Thank you.
Last call, Paul Andrade, Roberto Munoz,
can't do that
Stephen
on
Davis.
Hi.
Norma.
So, if you'd remind us of the name you signed up under and what you want to speak
Hold
on.
on, guys. You're
My
gonna
name's
stare at
Adam
this for a
Stoppenfield.
moment.
I've been here regularly recently because my wife Sarah and I are seeking relief after being in the field now for years long. While the case we've undertaken is coming to a head, with our help of the fellow, with our help.
Hold on, guys. Looking for this live chase. Go hopping everywhere now. I don't see it live. There. I see them, but I don't see the live video. That says live chase. WSVN number 7, right? Yeah, I'm looking at it. Let me refresh. Their videos say live police chase. They're talking about fucking the idiot and moron. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Why are you not showing up? Let's go here. Let's go click on their site.
First caller, which items would you like to speak on?
I don't see it. Oh, it's back.
I was 33, 35, and general public comment.
Great. So you have 2 minutes for the two items,
I don't know
followed
why, I
by a
don't
minute
see
in
it.
general. Please begin, speaker.
This is Miami.
Thank you. 33,
Broward County.
happy birthday to Israel. After what I saw last week, I think I found a way that we can make more money for everybody's pet projects. Smoke and Scan presents LA's Victim Olympics on pay-per-view. If you victims would wake up and stop trying to be the biggest victim group, you would realize you should be happy that Israel has made it to 75. It shows us what can happen when people don't complain about being victims and instead stand up and fight back. You need to realize that the people in power are using you victims, like Mr. Herman's dad on a Saturday night at the Blue Oyster Bar. At least 12 guys telling him that he's special, filling with warm, creamy filling, and then waking up like a fluffer from the Houston 500, Mr. Herman's mom. Or actually, I'll just go to public comment.
Okay.
In the same spirit that you bring in camps for adoption, I would like to request after my call you have a short moment of silence for the people to say a quick prayer and send good vibes to Sting. She's battling to get better. Love for animals is something that we should all be able to agree on. I think in the meetings when you have long presentations at the start, like last week with the superintendent, I think it's time that we look at letting the callers on the phone go first. Stop punishing us when we have jobs, making us wait on hold and not calling us.
I
and
can't
making
find
us
it.
listen
I'm
to the
looking
tortures
at
of Mr. Herman and his homunculus.
Is that not the one?
The thing that Damon pays me in Smoke and Scan shout outs, he couldn't pay me enough. There's nothing that I could do to pay back everything he does for the family and the LA community.
Says was live.
Thank you, Speaker.
Are you watching an old chase? It says was live, and you think it's live?
Which items would you like to speak on?
This shit is recorded live. Let's see. This is the one we watched last week.
All right, I'll speak on general.
Are you guys watching
comment.
this one?
Sure, please.
From last week?
All right, so general public comment. It seems like Kevin De Leon, you need to get out.
Let's go right on their site.
On the council.
The channel, right?
But you need to get out of
Nothing.
office.
Let's go to videos. Maybe live videos. Let's go. Videos.
Continuing this whole,
Nothing.
string down this whole thing of business as usual.
That's from yesterday. It's last week.
And it seems, and it's just, you're just racist to everyone. Like, how many?
You guys are watching an old chase.
Why can't you have translators for everyone, or just let people use their own translators? You've had a history of having terrible translators that don't actually even pick everything up, but yet no one's allowed to use their own translator that they know and would prefer to use. Kevin De Leon, get out of office. Let's get those neo-Nazi sympathizing cops out of City Hall. Get rid of all cops at City Hall. They're putting us all in danger. We can't show up anymore. It's not really safe to show up anymore because they're putting us in danger. All of you cops, fuck you. Get a real job.
Thanks,
Get
Mr.
out of
Grabman.
this.
Next speaker.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Okay. Where's it at?
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
30, 31, 33, 35, and general public comment.
You have 3 minutes for the items.
That works out?
And then
What?
followed
Put
by
a
minute
perimeter
general.
around
Please
this
begin.
building right here. They do have
Great,
the
it's over.
description of the person, the runner there.
I am part of the family
Awesome, it's over.
And I was finally about at your meeting last Wednesday. Agenda item 30 and 31. Housing. You have a job to do. You need to continue doing this and do more. You need to ensure that this housing includes TGI communities, specifically a $20 million
Alex, it's been
investment
crazy.
over the next 5 years, ensuring that there's $4 million in this year's budget. 33.
Been wild.
And yes, you can do your smoke signaling for Israel, but last Thursday, you arrested a protester under Fable's order.
Oh, I'll stream it for fuck's sake. Well, get the fuck out of here and stream it. Nobody gives a fuck. Go fucking stream it. I'll kick you the fuck out so you don't have to worry about coming back in here no more.
Funding the cops.
Don't worry about it. There you go, bro.
For our communities, specifically TGI communities, housing.
There you go. Go stream it. Be your own streamer. Start Smoking Scan too.
General public comment.
Sure.
This body is anti-black. We can see it time and time again by Estefan Fable's singling out and policing members of this body, of the public. This body is racist. You cannot throw Asian protesters aside. You are arresting people left and right.
YouTube chat is
and
sus.
this body is transphobic and homophobic, as I personally experienced firsthand last week when I was violently misgendered, purposely used the wrong pronouns, and used the police and my gender identity to be policed, to be thrown out of this meeting. Thank you, Councilmember Hernandez, for being the only one to interject this violence. This is violence, but again, for this body, that is business as usual, which is why we do not need cops in these chambers, and we need to fund the care for these communities, for TGI communities, immigrant communities, our houseless residents, and time again, your budget, your policies, your actions continue to fund criminalization of our bodies and of our peoples when you should be funding care. So
Nothing,
all
Jeffy.
of you need to do better, and all of you
Nothing.
need to get Estefan Fable to step down. He's not a good representative. He needs to facilitate the public giving public comment and not criminalize it. Thank you.
He's mad because he got misgendered.
Caller, which items?
Then when he was acting out, they tossed him out. Got it. Well, if I act out, I get tossed out, no matter what my gender is.
Hi, I'd like to speak on general public comment, please.
Sure, please begin.
Thank you, Mr. Pablo. Thank you, Council. Hi, Council. I would like to bring it to your attention on April 24th.
No, I heard it, Catherine.
around
I did.
10 a.m. in the morning.
It's the only thing that was good
intersection
today.
Of Hollywood Boulevard and Western Avenue. On the day that there was a rally for the recognition of Armenian genocide that took place. I was in the subway, and as I was coming up the escalator, there was a black gentleman, a heavy built set, who was mentally ill. I heard him screaming, yelling at someone, and while I was going up the escalator, he brandished a pocket knife right in front of me as I was going up the escalator, and it was extremely startling. And I also wanted to let you guys know that right on the ground level of the top floor of the escalator where the U.S. Bank is, I've seen homeless and tweakers sitting in front of the U.S. Bank stair steps. And then I saw a mentally ill homeless woman.
Thanks, Speaker.
No shit, Captain Obvious. They're everywhere.
I'm smoking ice.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Guys, like the first time
Caller
you've
with
seen
the
a
last
homeless
four
man and a
digits,
woman?
5065.
And he takes
Please
the
press
subway?
star 6 to unmute.
First time you've seen them?
Speaker with the
Really?
digits.
And you take the subway?
5065, are you there?
Gotta be shitting me, right?
Unmute.
Hello, this is Donald Harlan.
Hi.
I'd like to,
Go ahead.
Hi.
I'd like to speak on the agenda item with the property with 1206 South Vermont. I'm sorry, I don't know the agenda item number. That's the one with the Olympic Police Station.
I think you're talking
I'd like to
about...
comment on the commission appointments, the mayor's jobs, the mayor appointing commission jobs.
Okay, so the commission appointments... Okay, so the commission appointments have all been already taken up.
That's it.
But you have items 28 through 35 that you can speak on, and I think you were interested in several of those. So we're going to set the clock for 3 minutes. Please begin.
Thank you. Hi, this is Donald Harlan. I was going to mention about the agenda item with the property that says 1206 South Vermont, the Olympic Police Station. There's some fake sensor report there that says 1967, but it was added in at a much later time, maybe more recent times. I would see when it was submitted and who did that. I believe the original owner from 1975. Notice right around the police station there, all those properties are marked as nuisance properties, that it would be impossible for somebody to illegally develop all those properties right around the police station there unless the police were directly involved or implicated or something. Just so you realize what's going on there. I would not transfer any properties over there or acknowledge any deals. I would be careful who laundered money over there. You know, if it says somebody owns a property, but they paid zero for it, there's very few people in the city like that. I happen to be one of them. So it may be one of mine. Also, I was mentioned about the REIT properties. I think that people in Los Angeles misunderstand what the REIT properties are. They really don't understand it. They think they're fighting something there, that they're being removed out of there. But the REIT, those properties being in REIT probably have nothing to do with why you're being thrown out of there. It's about something else that happened there in that property before. And I would warn people about the city politicians. They fabricate civil rights conflicts and racial tension. They're promoting fake civil rights icons and fake civil rights leaders, fake Indian tribes, all kinds of stuff. Fake religious groups, all kinds of stuff. It's like they learned all that stuff on television. None of that stuff they're doing is legal or true. I would just be warned to people not to believe them when they make shit like that up.
Do you want to go into general, Mr. Harlan? It sounds like you've started talking about general. Okay, go ahead. You have a minute.
I was noticing that there's a big problem about the mayor and her economic agenda. She's claiming economic justice. I'm looking at her budget, and she's about $1 billion into claiming money that doesn't belong to her. You know, her hotel scams. I have a big problem with that. she's supporting illegal developments of hotels, and then she wants to put homeless people in there. She supported the illegal hotels, and she wants to use government money to pay for that illegal development for that crime. I mean, it's so ridiculous what's going on. What about the Marriott across from the Staples Center? That's an illegal hotel. How many of you guys are involved in that? The whole Democratic Party is involved in that. The whole Democratic Party is going to show up in there.
Thanks, Mr. Harlan.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Somebody fed him the water. I told you, Yessie. They fed him the water.
It's Eric Previn. I'll speak on the available items in a general public comment.
Will the available items today, Mr. Previn, are items 28 through 35? So you have 3 minutes for those. Please stay on topic, and then you'll get a minute for general. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
He is common.
First of all, just a quick acknowledgement. I'm very impressed that Israel won the Eurovision 4 times. I did not know that. And happy 75th anniversary to Israel. And what a lovely acknowledgement following yesterday's epic acknowledgement for the Armenian record. We're doing a great job of recognizing our international friends and partners. And today is, of course, Denim Day. I noticed
I didn't wear it.
Rodriguez did a great job teeing up Patty Higgins, but was not in denim herself. I'd like to see Lindsay Horvath is wearing denim.
Oh, she wasn't.
But Janice on is not.
You guys are right. She wasn't wearing it.
I think it's so important to make sure that our commissions are properly staffed. And, like, for example, in Sherman Oaks, Sherman Oaks Neighborhood Council.
Can we stick with
Sherman Oaks Neighborhood Council? Yes, Sherman Oaks Neighborhood Council is item 30. It's the late, look at it. See it? The banner program?
So,
Bubble?
yes, that's 32.
This should not be interactive. What should be interactive is the budget process, not you telling me about the Sherman Oaks Neighborhood Council. Okay, it's different than the Residents Association. We know both of them are nice. Rahman and company are trying to give a little love to the council and shine a little light, which is appropriate through a banner program. I think they have some problems with some of the residents associations. It's like that in Studio City, too. We have a real crisis in Studio City because Krikorian left a train wreck. Now we have no neighborhood council practically. They've canceled the election, is my understanding, because nobody.
Let's stick with the items, Mr. Previn.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Nick Sherman Oaks, which is the neighborhood council.
Kind of off the items.
No, we should not. You should not try.
So
to
let's not have a
follow
conversation.
me.
Just stick with the items.
Correct. We want a participatory process for the budget, and the items include lots of appointments of volunteers, and this is how the city runs. I'm very encouraged to see that the Committee on Aging and Disability, Immigration, Equity, and Civil Rights.
Okay, so we're going to take you to general, Mr. Previn. So you have a minute.
Why
you can
is
talk
that
about
not?
this.
That's on the agenda. That's item 22.
Item 22 wasn't open for public comment. I told you what it was, but you have a minute now, so start it.
So you can't even talk about it. We don't give a
This
fuck.
is a great disappointment, Fauble, because I think I know, everybody knows that the city is playing a game where it's not really inviting the public to participate.
That's right.
My support for the Unite Here people, but by lining up 100 of them.
Now it's in
and
6,
pushing
huh?
people
Thought it
to
was
the
in 5,
edges,
crazy.
What it does is it platforms their needs, but it also squelches a participatory process. Bob Blumenfield is the new chair of the Budget Committee, and he, along with the rest of you and the city attorneys, who I'm hoping are going to make a change, have been denying virtual comment, or are planning to, for the rest of the budget hearings. That's not a good idea, especially since you're in the room where it's doable. There's no material cost that should be prohibitive. This is our budget. It's 13-point-something billion. This is not something that should be done as a kind of Soviet series of pashas sitting there letting people kiss the ring. They should hear from the critics. They should hear from the departments, give feedback. And everybody
Thank you, Mr.
knows
Previn.
that this is
Kiss the ring. Hung up on Mr. Previn.
Caller, which items would
Sorry,
you like to
Eric.
speak on?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Which items did you want to speak on?
Are people allowed to comment on the presentations that you do? Israel?
Oh, yes. So that is item 33, I believe. So you have a minute. Please begin.
Okay, and the other question I have is about Mayor Bass has a bunch of reappointments. I don't know if people can comment on those.
Yes, so you
agenda,
can talk about
or
those in
that's
general
general
if you
public
want. So
comment.
we'll give you general for that. But keep going
Okay.
on with the Israeli part if you wish.
Okay, thank you. I thank you. I think it was magnificent, and grateful for the attention that you're giving this. And I just have a real issue with Democratic Socialists. I don't know about here, but in New York they have to sign the anti-Israel thing, and I
They're
think
all
it's horrendous.
socialist Democrats. What are you
I'm
talking
hoping our
about, lady?
Democratic Socialists on this neighborhood council did not have to do, on this city council did not have to do that.
Every
And
single
I
one
think
of these
anyone
people
who
are
owes
socialist
allegiance to
Democrats. All of them.
that party should not be involved because of the anti-Israel thing. That's all I have to say about that. As far as general public comment, I am so grateful for Mayor Bass for cleaning house with her reappointments. I hope she gets rid of all the planning commissioners that the developer puppet Garcetti appointed, who were only his mouthpieces and accomplices contributing to the worst homeless crisis in the country, including the planning commission who voted for the Uber upzoning in the Hollywood Community Plan Regional Center in spite of a feasibility study confirming that that would prohibit affordable being built in the regional center. And any council members who support that must also be developer accommodating and don't care about affordable or Hollywood historic resources.
Thanks,
and
Speaker.
shame on them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Ann from the Howard Stern Show.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on? Caller with the last four digits,
Caller.
9423. Please press *6 to unmute.
Caller.
So speaker
Caller.
of the digits 9423. If you're there, press *6 right away.
Caller.
Nope. Okay, I think we better go on to the next person.
Next caller.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
She's awesome.
Yes, thank you for allowing me to speak today. I'd like to speak on all items and public comment.
So
Oh, that's the
items that are
homeboy that has
available are
50
items
guns and he's so rich and he needs to
through
give away his guns. You
35,
should ask him if he
and
gave
then
away his
general.
guns
So
yet.
please begin with the items.
And those are on the agenda for today, correct, sir?
Yes, they're
Not
rent
one.
escrow items, street banner item, Israeli Independence
Wonderful.
Day, etc.
Wonderful, and these are all items that the public could speak on. And to the individual who called in and knocked the police because he says they're being too violent, too rough, etc. We saw the other day when the officers, when somebody wanted to talk on one of these agenda items, they handled this one woman who took somebody from somebody else who should have never taken it. They treated her with kid gloves. If they would have been here 10, 15 years ago, the police would have just hauled their butts out. But this group of officers have done everything possible to make sure that the people who want to speak. So I hope the person who
Hi,
had
Peter.
the negative comments about these officers, who, if you look at the record, there's been no incident, that I believe that there's no incident where there's been any overreaction by the police. So again, because these were agendized items, I want them to know that please look at what's being said and what's being done and how wonderful the officers are handling these issues. And I'm not a kiss ass to anybody. But when something is good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. Now, Mayor, go to public comment.
Well, it sounds like that was public comment. Did you want to speak
I
on?
was talking on agenda items, please. I was talking about how, okay, can I speak public comment, please?
Well, I really think that was general public comment.
Sir, that was on the agenda. You heard me speak about the agenda 4 times and how people are out. Can I speak my general public comment,
So, sorry, I think we really need to move on to the next speaker.
I still have to...
Ah, they hung up.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Oh, that fool was talking.
General public comment.
Mid-sentence or mid-word.
Good morning, stakeholders. Good morning. Once again, the paper passer pushers, expensive paper passer pushers. I don't understand why you guys, first of all, the YouTube channel wasn't working. I guess they don't want us to see you guys trying to wear jeans. Do you bother today? I don't know if you drive down Main Street. I'm just going to be random. Everybody else on my phone. I think I'll be on my phone. What did you guys eat today? Yesterday? You guys listen when you have your presentations. Genocide? Native American genocide? Hello? When's someone going to come and do that? And when are you going to adopt a disabled, handicapped person that's living on Main Street? When are you going to bring them in? And where's my neighborhood council? Hey, Soto Martinez, where's my neighborhood council? Tell me, please. 9 of them resigned because they were corrupt, just like you guys. You're all corrupt. You're going down with Kevin Delio.
Thanks. Kevin's still there. What do you mean going
Caller,
down
which
like
items
Kevin?
would you like to speak on?
Kevin's still there making that money. 200 G's plus.
Ooh, speaker, it's really hard to hear you. Can you speak louder into your microphone?
Yeah, that's going to be 33.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Israel. Congratulations to being a prosperous country. We have that opportunity here in City Council to do the same. Papa Kokorian, maybe you should start listening to the people. They don't seem to think that you're doing the job you think you're doing. Maybe, again, being a dictator, appointing things and taking it out of the people's hands. That's not a democratic process. You know that. And you getting out there and not liking things in your body language says a lot when you're on camera. City Council, I applaud you. Keep doing your hard work. God bless you guys. Have a blessed day.
Well, maybe when you figure out that this is not a democracy, that it's a constitutional republic, maybe you'll figure it out.
Taking public comment. We're going to close the
We don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic.
Council members,
maybe that's why.
We're now able to vote on some items.
I don't know.
Clerk, which items are before us at this time?
Mr. President, the council may now vote on items 28 through 33 and 35.
Okay, members, any discussion on any of these
Boy,
items?
these socialists.
Seeing none, let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
Semantics now, huh, Frank?
Next item, Mr. Clerk.
All yeses. Was there a
The
no
council
there? I
may now
missed
vote
it.
on item 10 as amended by motion. Price Krikorian, called special by Councilmember Rodriguez for a separate vote.
I'm
Okay,
already
let's
old.
Open the roll.
Be nice.
Close the roll, tabulate the vote on this item.
Tell by the gray.
11 ayes.
A no.
Okay, next item.
No deal, no job.
Councilwoman, you want to?
And for the record, Councilmember Rodriguez's vote is for a no.
His face diapers are epic.
And the tally is 10 ayes.
He's figured
1
out
no.
how to not pull his ears down now.
Next item. Mr.
Figured
Clerk.
out how to put it all the way around his ears, so
The
not.
council may now vote
to
on
pull his
item
ears
11,
back.
called special by Councilmember Rodriguez for a separate vote.
But the fact that he has
Remember,
fat
discussion?
cheeks won't make his
Let's open
ears
the roll,
sticking out look so bad.
Close the roll, tabulate the vote on this item.
If he had thinner cheeks, oh boy.
10 ayes, 1 no.
Oh my God, beat no. Who's Rodriguez? Let's take him out back and beat her. Oh, that's Monica.
The council may now
Monica.
vote on item 14, called special by Councilmember Rodriguez
Fucking
for a
Monica.
separate vote.
Okay, let's open the roll.
I love how it's denim
Close the
day
roll,
and she
tabulate
didn't
the
care
vote.
to wear denim. She didn't get the memo.
10 ayes, 1 no.
Hey, we're gonna kick her ass after the show.
Okay,
Two
Mr.
no's
Clerk, what's
now.
next on the
That
agenda?
can't happen,
So the
Monica.
council may now consider item 34,
They're
called
gonna
special by
jump her.
Councilmember Hernandez for comments.
Sports Card Pro app? No, I don't use any apps, Andrew.
Councilwoman
I don't even
Hernandez?
know what that app is. Oh, there's Delia. Look, busy having coffee. There's the races.
Thank you, colleagues. I just wanted to share that
Shit, yeah.
today, item 34 is something very special. At 1206 South Vermont Avenue, we have the closed down fire station number 13. And with this motion, we're looking to assess the property to see what its habitability is, if it can still be used or if it needs to be torn down. Because our goal is that
Put
we're
them
going to
homeless.
and I'm going to say this, I'll put it in the universe.
In the nice fire
We're going to
station.
build a station where we can dispatch alternate crisis response teams from.
Oh,
This is in our district. It's also on the border of CD10, so we can share these teams. But that's the
Alternate
goal, is to
response
build a station
team?
where we can dispatch out some of these teams that we end up building. So I look for your vote, please. Thank you so much.
Allison Hoover, thank you so much, Allison. I appreciate
Okay,
you.
any other comments,
Thank you,
members?
Allison.
Let's open the roll, close roll, tabulate the vote.
Yeah, they're almost done. I'm going to go hang out with them soon.
11 ayes.
All right, it's been brought to my attention that we have one additional speaker for public comment. We will take her comment.
Oh, the series ain't over yet, stupid.
Hi, Dr. Truthbay. Which items did you want to speak on?
Is this the chick who got raped
Sure, you have a minute for each. Please go ahead.
by Obama?
Yom Hazmat, right? Israeli Independence Day, May 14th, 1948.
1948.
Oh no, she's not. That
I
was
would
the
love
preacher.
to say the same thing here, Independence Day.
Nah, it was the
for
preacher.
descendants of chattel slaves, right? But we don't want to keep talking about that racist stuff. So while we have honorable for Dependence Day for another country, right? We had our reparations hearing for LA on Saturday, right? Did we speak about the reparations that we're giving to blacks here? Or is it going to be another Armenian Genocide Recognition Day? Denim Day for rape victims. But for blacks, descendants of slaves, where my ancestors built this country since 1636, you got to still study it. Ain't that right, Hugo Martinez, Curran Price?
Yeah.
And of course, absentee Marquise Harris Dawson, who had to do a video conference because he couldn't sit in the same room to talk about black civil rights. I haven't seen a body more disrespectful to black cis women, since you want to call us that.
Cis?
Right? You have transgender rights for everyone, but for cis women,
The fuck's a
families,
cis woman?
black families, you're studying us, you're dismissing us. You have legislative bodies like Bellum Lamas who denies to even give. What do you give to black businesses in District 8? We're going to take 6 months to tell you. So I tell you, any other agenda that you have concerning any other racial, cultural group of people, right under that, I need an anti-black agenda, meaning legislation, since it's a legislative body, concerning what you're doing for people that look like me. That's in housing, business, incarceration, DCFS. Throw a bone at us this year, can we? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Mr. Clerk, what is next on our agenda?
Council has motions for posting and referral.
Those items are posted and referred.
The desk is clear, Mr. President.
Okay, members, any announcements this morning? Councilwoman Rahman.
Thank you so much. Colleagues, I want to take a moment to bring to your attention a resolution that this council recently passed. During the month of April each year, National Arab American Heritage Month celebrates the rich and diverse culture and contributions of Arab Americans after decades of advocacy by Arab American communities and organizations for recognition. Since first coming to America in larger numbers during the late 19th century, Arab Americans have shared their rich culture, traditions with our communities, while also serving as examples of public servants. They've made invaluable contributions to every aspect of our society in medicine, law, business, technology, civic engagement, and have greatly improved our city of Los Angeles. They've also been at the forefront of civil rights and social justice movements through labor organizing, anti-war protests, and intersectional coalition building. The state of California is home to the largest Arab American population in the United States, with Los Angeles being home to 300,000 Arab Angelinos, the largest population in the state and the third largest in the county. Also, the Arabic language is the 13th most spoken language in our city, a fact that I didn't know before introducing this resolution.
Of course you didn't know, because you
On
didn't know
behalf
shit.
of the
You
City
don't give a fuck
Council,
about these people.
I wanted to formally acknowledge
you formed a
that we declared the month of April 2023 as
month
Arab
ago,
American
and that was
Heritage
it.
Month,
Or a week ago, and
and
you're done.
celebrate the contributions that Arab Americans have made to this fine city and to our society at large. Thank you all.
Thank
know
you.
nothing about nothing until they
Any
tell
other
you you have to
announcements,
learn about it for a fucking
Councilmember
couple
Marquise Harris
days.
Dawson.
Thank you so much,
Fuck outta
Mr.
here.
Chair. I have two announcements. The first
there he is.
about our
Marquise.
beloved Mount Carmel
Couldn't show
Playground.
up.
It is the recipient of an $8 million investment from
Marquise.
the city's CDBG funds. So we're opening up on Saturday morning the new playground that's been built there. And it'll be debuted for the neighborhood and for young people. This summer, we'll have summer camp for kids age 5 to 12, Monday through Friday, all day during the week. And Saturday morning is when we will unveil the new park and have some good food and hang out at Mount Carmel Park at the corner of Hoover and 70th Street. My second announcement
We should all show up, see how long
about
he hangs
the
out.
Crenshaw Wall. The event is called Pull Up at the Wall. This Saturday, Destination Crenshaw is hosting an event from 11 to 3 on Crenshaw between 48th and 52nd. Everybody knows the world famous Crenshaw wall. It is one of our most iconic pieces of public art anywhere. We're beginning the process as a part of Destination Crenshaw. We will take the wall down, we'll repair it, build it back up, and the original artist that did the murals that you see now will come back and paint new murals. And so Saturday is the day that we will sort of end this phase of the mall. There'll be a photo activation. You'll be able to, we'll encourage everybody to take Polaroids at this wall, and then we will end it and come up with a new wall.
He's just wearing
there
the
will
top
also
half,
be
I
a
bet.
5K run hosted there that day, a lowrider show in keeping with the tradition of Crenshaw Boulevard, as well as a farmer's market and food trucks on this coming Saturday morning.
They got the
All right,
low
sounds like a
rolls.
good time had by all. Any other announcements, members?
Mr. President, there is a group of professionals, group of workers in every one of our business offices, nonprofit offices,
No white
government
people on the
offices
wall.
that makes the world go round. Today is Administrative Professionals Day, and I want to wish our administrative professionals a happy day and thank them
He didn't
for
fucking wear no denim.
for their great service.
I don't know, maybe he was wearing
they
pants.
really are the sort of the energy behind each and every one of us, and I'm sure the entire council will join me in wishing that group of employees a happy Administrative Professionals Day.
Let's give that group a hand, huh?
I'm trying to bring
Whoever you
Polaroids
are,
back,
we
or
appreciate
she's
you.
mad.
Thank you.
Any other announcements, members? Let's stand for adjourning motions.
Hopefully she gets loud. Oh, I thought she was going to get loud right there. She walked away. All right, so this is the end of it, guys. I'm sorry, guys, that we had a little...
Motions to my
well,
left.
It's not my fault. It's their fault with their fucking feed
To my
dumping.
right.
Now that I know they have a
Seeing
Facebook
none,
feed, I'll have both
this
of them.
meeting is adjourned. Thank
so
you.
that way we can always just flip to that one from now on. You know what I mean? Well, we ain't got to worry about that. We'll go live to the sheriff here in St. Paul, Minnesota. And by the way, shout out to Minnesota, man. They just I want to say the Senate there, in the state Senate, passed a bill to legalize cannabis use recreationally. So it's a step forward. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sure. I think the state government. I don't know if it was passed through the Senate. That's what I think it is. I think that's the next step. I think the Senate has to pass it, but the bill has passed the lawmakers through the state, and don't make it seem like anything that it isn't. It's really just a way for them to make more tax revenue. That's all it's about. So I think that's what it is. The initial stage is passed, and now it needs to pass in the Senate. And if it does there, then it'll be legal. It's a first stage. So that's a good thing. It's a step forward, like I said. So it's better than nothing. But I mean, man, and it's just gonna be like, I don't know. That will be the 36th state, I think it is now. 36 that are legal. Either medicinally or recreationally or both. So that's pretty crazy. It's good to see. It's progress. And I just want to be, as a cannabis user, I want to be able to go wherever I want to go and enjoy. And not have to worry about anything. Enough's enough. I can have a fucking beer wherever the fuck I want, or a glass of wine at every goddamn restaurant, every goddamn bar, every stadium. I should be able to have a joint. Or if I bring my joint, there should be a smoking section where I can go smoke it in my smoking section. I'm not bothering anybody. Enough's enough. So that's that. Come on, Idaho. Yeah, right. I was surprised Idaho isn't, but being so close to Colorado, and isn't it nestled between Colorado, Oregon? So I mean, two states on both sides. You guys could just leave on both sides and go get weed. I'm sure that's what people are doing that live in Idaho that smoke. I remember blazing in Boise because we had a bus trouble in Boise. It was the only time I ever had an issue with a bus. So we had to have the other bus pick us up, take us. And luckily, that was our off day, so spent the day at the hotel anyway. So they fixed the bus. The bus company literally flew a mechanic to Boise, Idaho, to fix that bus. I could only imagine what homie got paid to fix that shit, and it was fixed. That was that. We went on for another, like 30 days almost with that bus. No problem. I mean, you got to have those buses make so much money, man. It's like at least $1,000 a day, if not $2,000 a day with the driver and the gas and all that. So it's a big, to not have it working is a lot of money lost. Every day down is big. Not to mention, you don't want the reputation. You want the reputation of, man, the shit broke. They fucking flew a mechanic out here to fix the motherfucker. By the time we woke up the next day and it was time to go, the bus was there, fixed, done, finished. That's dedication. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, those buses on the low end are $1 million. On the cheaper end, the buses are $1 million. The nicer ones are $2-3 million. You know, the average bus about $1.5 million. So they're expensive, you know. And when you have 30 of them, must be tough to maintain them, you know. Lots to maintain. Oh, Oregon, Montana. Oh, that's right, Montana. Good old Montana. That's where Brian's from, my boy Brian. Good old Montana. Good to see you too, River Rat. But I'm sure they're going in there. They're probably going and get weed from either Oregon or Washington, I would assume. Especially Oregon, because Oregon produces a lot of weed. And the thing is they're producing probably as much weed, if not more, than California. But yet they have a quarter the amount of smokers. Just not as many people in Oregon. You know what I mean? Even if every single fucking resident was a blazer, which is not. Same here, you know. You just don't have enough commerce, and it's probably so much weed stacking up over there that they're probably happy to have people come over and grab that weed and go across state lines, which of course is a federal offense. So yeah. Do you live in Montana, Indigo? Oh, that's dope. Yeah, my boy that I like break cards with, he lives in Montana. It's a good guy. Yeah, I remember going through Wyoming. It's a pretty little state. Not much to do. I mean, if you're like a rancher or whatever, you like that kind of, you know, kind of quiet life. It's a beautiful place in that sense, you know. But for me, growing up in the hustle and bustle, I need a little life. I'm not quite there yet where I just need to live a complete life of seclusion around completely anybody, you know, like nobody around kind of thing. Have the 20-acre ranch and need a fucking ATV to go get my mail. I'm good on that. Got to go to an hour just to go to Walmart or whatever, get your food. So you got to stock up for a month so you're not going back and forth every fucking week or two. I'll get there. I'm sure I will. I mean, you know, born and raised in Hollywood, it was already too much. And moving here was already a good change. It's a lot slower, a lot quieter. You actually see wildlife outside of that place, you know. And although, you know, there's times where certain times during the day, certain places over here, it's pretty packed. It's not as bad as Hollywood, of course, but yeah, it's pretty packed. Yeah. Has the most denim per capita in the world. No way. That's Canada, bro. That's the Canadian tuxedo. They've got the most denim for sure. Shout out to all my Canadian friends. Yeah, hockey's been interesting, man. You know, the Kings played a really awful game last night. And, you know, it just looks like the Kings are floating. They're not skating. You know, Edmonton deserved to win. And then for Korpisalo to give up 4+ goals a game, we're not a team that can score 4 goals a game and keep that up. We're a team that scores 4 or 5 every third game or so, but we're usually the guys that'll win 3, you know, with a 2-goal or 3-goal game. You're putting too much pressure on the forwards to have to score 5 goals to win the fucking game every fucking game. So Korpisalo, and the trade for Korpisalo really sucked. You know, Gabrikov is a great, he's a good defenseman. He's solid. But this is the point right now where we could truly use Quick. Although Quick had a high goals against, he was giving up 3 goals a game. I would still rather have Quick, who's a 2-time Stanley Cup champ, who understands he needs to buckle down, and have him lead the team. It would have been nice, especially on his way out, because even whatever team he's with, he doesn't have that many more seasons left. He just doesn't. So this is the point where you said to yourself, we knew the trade wasn't nice to begin with, because you did that to a guy who won you 2 cups, and by the way, the best American-born goaltender probably ever. So for you to kind of do that the way you did it, it's not fair to him. You know what I mean? And we'll see. The game isn't. The series isn't over. Did the Kings lose? Yes, they lost last night. Watch. There's a fire burning in San Bernardino. Oh boy. Let's go take a look at the fire real quick. Go take a look at the fire real fast. Yeah, Travels, I'm not going to be on here very long. But I can turn that up for you. There you go. All right, give me a sec here. Let's see what this fire in Lytle Creek is looking like. They just put up a live shot. The Knob Fire? Knob Fire in Lytle Creek. Yeah, come on, man. It says we'll be right back. Come on, you suckers. Why are you going to give me a live, hey, come watch, and this shit's fucking... Come on. Really?
ADW with the vehicle suspect 3649 Parker Street at the Wells Fargo. Suspects in all black 20s wearing a gold chain, baseball hat, multicolored jacket, and black pants. This is the vehicle is a green Honda Accord, license 9-Boy Victor Zebra 586, 9-Boy Victor Zebra 586, code sensitive 1983, and RD 363.
Come on, man, really? What time is it? 12:15. So you tell me to come watch. I go click on your feed, and then you're showing me firefighters collecting money in a boot. Fuck, man. Jen, no, I'm going to get off. I want to go see how he is, because he hasn't come in here, and I got to take off, and I don't feel like hanging out, to be honest with you. I just want to make sure he's okay, and he hasn't come in here much. He was staring at me at the door, and I was hoping he'd come in. And that chase can't be too long, maybe 6 minutes or something. But, I'm going to take off.
See the repossessor. The suspect describes a female black, white t-shirt, gray shorts, pink socks, Adidas sandals. The suspect took the tow truck driver's keys and refusing to let him leave with the vehicle. Let's go to the 1986 RD 379.
That's robbery, and you're trying to embezzle the vehicle, too. Now you've robbed him for his keys.
Come in on a Wilshire frequency.
You're going to get in trouble.
Suspect 5179 West Washington.
If he wants to be a real dick, that's robbery. You just took his shit. Not to mention you're also, what you don't realize is apparently that you need to pay for the things that you say you're going to pay for. Because that's embezzlement. And if you don't do that, you can then go to jail just for embezzlement alone of that property. That property is not yours until you pay for it. I know you think it's yours because you drove it home. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Catch you a case. All right, guys. You guys can go and enjoy your day. I'm going to go hang out with Stinks and give him some love and make sure he's good. So I will see you guys maybe later tonight. I just want to make sure he's good. And like I said, we'll hop on. If not, you understand why. But
Are you going to come in on Wilshire frequency for an ADW suspect?
I want you guys to have a good day. All right. Enjoy your hump day and don't do too much. And, because you have a couple days left in the week still. I guess I'm out of here. Enjoy your day, and I guess that's it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Much love, y'all. See you guys.